everyone, how's everyone doing today? I'm Jonathan, and today I have a pretty fun activity planned for you guys. It is an animal guessing game, so I'm going to take you to it, and I'll show you the first sign and kind of explain how it's going to work. So, we're going to start with a picture, and most of it's going to be covered up, and each um, time I go to the next slide, a little bit less is going to be showed, or a little bit more is going to be showed, and so you guys have to try and guess what the animal is, and I hope it goes well. I hope you guys enjoy it. But let's get started. So here's our first picture. This animal has a black nose, it looks like, and some whiskers. I think I might know what it is. What about you guys? It has a golden brown ear. It's a puppy. So this one has brown spotted legs. Looks like it lives in a grassy area. Seems pretty tall. It has a pretty long neck. What are you guys thinking? If you guessed giraffe, you are correct. This one's kind of hard. It's got scaly, pretty scaly. Seems kind of coiled up. It's got tail down in the corner. It's a snake. Who got snake right? All right, this one. I'm not sure. It's got what looks to be a shell, kind of a bumpy body. It's a snail. Who guessed snail? I wouldn't have guessed snail if I hadn't already seen these. I'm not sure. Based off its legs and round body, and it lives in water. It's a hippo. Huh. That one was kind of tough. I haven't seen one of these in a while. I think I know what it is just based off of this. What about you guys? It's got red outer shell with black spots. Looks like an insect. It is a ladybug. All right, this one lives in snow. Has an antler. It's got a white spotted body. It's a deer, and more specifically a reindeer. Not a lot to go off of there. It has one tall pointy ear and a brown body. Seems pretty small. I think I know what it is off that one. It's a rabbit. Another snowy environment one. Got pretty long legs, pretty long upper body as well. You guys know it? It's a polar bear. I really like polar bears. That one's kind of hard. It's got wing, it looks like. Black wings. You guys know what it is? It's a bat. That's not a lot to go on. Looks like maybe a foot and tail. It's white. Pretty round and furry. It's an albino mouse. Those kind of look like tentacles now. Looks like it lives in water. What do you guys think it is? I'm thinking it's an octopus. Who guessed octopus? All right, this one has webbed feet, white body and black fins. Looks like it lives on an iceberg or an ice shelf. It is a penguin. I'm not really sure what this is. You guys know what this is? Looks pretty pointy. An ectida. Looks like it lives in a desert. It's got pretty long legs. That looks like a hump on top. What are you guys thinking? Did you guess camel? You did. Good job. I'm not sure off that. That didn't show much more either. So tail, 2 legs. It's a kangaroo. And it's got a little jelly in its pouch. Black fur. Has kind of a human looking like chest. It's a gorilla. Who guessed gorilla? Good job, guys. All right, that's all I have for you for that. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I thought it was super fun, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.
How's it going, everyone? My name's Luke, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make an origami finger puppet. So what we're going to need is just a square piece of paper and a pen or a pencil just to draw on the paper with. Alright, so to get started, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to fold this paper diagonally from corner to corner, just like this. It's going to look like that once you're done. Now we're going to open it back up. And we're going to do the same to the other side. Okay, so this is what it looks like now. And then next, we're going to fold this corner to this point and this corner to this point, all right? So it's going to go from here to here, just like that. And it's going to make like this diamond shape. So all I did was put this corner right here and did the same with the other side, just to get that. All right. And then now we're gonna make the ears. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fold this little flap up like that and do the same with the other side. So it should look like that. Okay, and then I'm gonna fold this bottom piece, this bottom flap, all the way up to this top point. Just like that. So again, right over these two guys, we're gonna put that piece up like that. All right, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna flip it around. And we're gonna fold these two corners in just a little. Just like that. And again, do the same with the other side. Okay, so we got that now. And then we're almost done here. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna fold where this line is, we're gonna fold this piece up to the back to hit this point again. So we have this little point down here. We're gonna fold it this way. And it should make a point at the top. So now what you can see is that we have both of those ears and like kind of this head area. And we're gonna fold this point down right by the ears. So it kind of makes a flat shape along with those ears. So it was a point. Now we're just gonna fold it back. So here's what the back looks like. Okay, and then you're basically done now. So you should have this little opening at the bottom for where you can put your finger in. So now we're gonna put a face on it. Okay, so I chose to make mine cat, but you can make it like a dog or like a mouse or anything you want. But that is what it should look like in the end, and I hope you really enjoy it. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Haley, and today I'm going to be giving you a tour of my houseplants. I like to collect houseplants for various reasons, and most importantly, it helps improve indoor air quality and fight indoor air pollution. Also, it is good when plants are cultivated in greenhouses. It helps improve that air quality, and it's good for the environment. Also, according to Healthline, it can reduce stress levels, increase your attention, and it can be therapeutic caring for plants. It can also boost productivity and heal injuries faster, but it depends on the type of plant. So with that, I will start with the aloe plant. So this is pretty easy houseplant to care for. It likes sunlight and drier soil. I actually got this plant from my sister because her cats started eating it. They were nibbling the ends, and this plant is toxic to cats. The cats were fine, but they just shouldn't eat it anymore. So I took it from her because I don't have cats here. But the aloe inside the plant, the serum gel material, you can put it on wounds, cuts, burns, scratches, and it can help cleanse them and heal them faster. But again, consult a doctor before you use something like that. But if I get a cat scratch, for example, I like to put aloe on it, and it seems to heal a bit quicker. So the next plant is one of my favorites. This is a peace lily. It's pretty easy to grow. It doesn't need much attention, probably water once a week, and then they can grow pretty little flowers. Mine's working on one right now. This will be a flower, but they don't need direct sunlight, and my sister actually got one with me when I got this one, so she named her Simon, and mine is Garfunkel. And I really like this plant. It'll probably get a couple feet higher, so it'll eventually have to be a fuller plant, but I like this one a lot. Pretty easy to care for, and I actually forgot about it over Thanksgiving break, and it came back to life pretty well. Next, this is another form of aloe, but this is zebra aloe. It's a little succulent. It does have a little serum inside, but the buds are so small it wouldn't really be worth cutting them. It's kind of more just to look at. It likes a bit of a drier soil and indirect sunlight, as well as most of these plants want indirect sunlight. Now this one's kind of fun. It's a peperomia pileae. I might have said that wrong, but it's named because its leaves kind of look like little pieces of pepperoni you might see on a pizza or some pasta, but it's a pretty fun one. It likes a bit of a damp soil and indirect sunlight as well, and then it's got waxy leaves, and right now it actually has a little offshoot growing, so it'll have little babies soon, which is fun. And I really like having plants and being able to care for them. It gives me a fun little hobby to do, and also something to check in on every day, see how they're doing, how they're growing. Okay, so this is another succulent. It's just kind of a basic one. I do not know what kind it is, but I've had it for about 3 years, and I repotted it in this fun little lady pot, and it's sprawling out a bit, and it's got a new bud growing. I don't know if that's actually good for this type of plant, but it sits in the sun. It gets a bit more direct sunlight than the other plants, and it does get more water. I named this one Mars after my cat Mars because when I got it, it was all scraggly looking, and he's kind of the same way. He's a messy little cat. Okay, this one is just a little foliage plant. I do not really know what type exactly, but it's got pretty leaves, and it likes indirect sunlight as well, just kind of a common theme here, and then it likes damp soil and a warmish room temperature, but it sprawls out, and that's kind of fun, and I like to watch this one grow. It's grown quite a bit since I got it. It's been kind of fun. And so that concludes all my plants, and I don't really have a favorite, but I really like the peace lily because that one my mom got for me when I moved into my apartment, and it's grown quite a bit, and I like to watch it. It's probably had the most measurable growth, which has been pretty fun. But I would recommend, if you're looking into getting houseplants, starting with the peace lily. It will grow, so if you don't want one that's going to take up a lot of space, this might not be the best option. A succulent might be better, but if you do want to watch something grow and not have to pay too much attention to it, this is a good option. I really like the peace lily. I think I got it at Lowe's, and I probably water them once a week, and then sometimes give them a little bit of Miracle Grow packets, because plants need food as well as sunlight and water to do their best. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and learned a little bit about houseplants.
Hi, my name is Hannah, and I'm going to be making a cootie catcher or fortune teller today. So this is what the final product looks like. So let's start back at the beginning and let's walk through the steps. Okay, so for this activity, I'm going to need a piece of paper, some pens or markers, crayons, colored pencils, pencil or pen, anything to write with, and a pair of scissors. So first, I'm going to take my piece of paper and I'm going to make a fold going diagonally from one of the corners. So I'm going to use this corner, and I'm going to fold my piece of paper down like that. And I'm going to make a fold right at the very top of this corner. So, should look something a little like this. So I made my fold on the corner of my paper, and it kind of looks like a triangle, but there's a little bit of extra paper here at the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut that extra part of paper off. So here's what it looks like after I cut it off. It just looks like a perfect triangle now. And actually, if I unfold the paper, it's a square. And then this is the extra part of the paper that I cut off, and we don't need that, so I'm just gonna set it aside. Next, I'm gonna make another fold the opposite direction. So I already have a diagonal fold going this way. I wanna make one going this way. So I'm gonna take this corner and this corner of the original fold that I made and bring those together and make a crease along that. So now you can see when I unfold it that I have two lines through my square, one going this way, one going this way, and it kind of makes a cross in the middle. So now I'm going to take each corner of my square and bring it from the corner to the middle of the cross of my square. So I'm going to fold this top corner first. I'm going to bring it to the middle of my square like this. And so right now it looks like this. So I'm going to do that to each of the corners, bringing this corner to the middle, this corner to the middle, and this corner to the middle. So I'm going to move on to my next corner. And this corner. And finally, my last corner. And now it should look like this. So you can see it's a smaller square than we had before. And each corner is folded to the middle, just like this. Now, I'm gonna do the very same thing, but to the back of the piece of paper. So I had this side up with all the flaps opening up. I'm gonna turn my paper over so all the flaps are on the table. And I'm gonna do the same exact thing with my corner. So I'm gonna take my little corner here and bring that to the middle now. So I've got something like this. So you can see it kind of looks like it did before, just a little bit smaller. So I'm gonna do that to all the corners. And here we have all those flaps folded in. So on one side, it should look like this with the corners going in. On the back, it should look like this. So we have like another little cross coming in here with some flaps going up. So now all I need to do is take the flaps that we just folded in and close them toward each other. So all I did was close my cootie catcher in half, just like a book. And I'm gonna do that the other way. So I had it like this. I'm gonna open it up, fold it this way too. Whoops, make sure your flaps get all the way in there. And I folded it down, kind of like opening up a computer. So now I'm going to kind of manipulate the edges, kind of mess with them a little bit, and put my fingers under these flaps and kind of bring in those sides to the middle like that. And so that is the finished plain cootie catcher. And so it kind of looks like a Venus flytrap. Have you ever seen a Venus flytrap? Well, it's a plant and it eats flies. So here is my cootie catcher. And now I need to take my pens and write on it. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of fold my pieces back down so they're flat, so it's easier to write on. And on the outside flaps, I'm gonna pick 4 colors. I'm going to pick purple, green, blue, and orange. And so here are my colors. And I'm gonna write out the name of that color on each square. So I'm going to use green on this one, so Green. And this one, I'm going to write blue, so Blue. All right, I'm gonna flip it over, and I'm gonna write purple, so Purple. And orange is my last color, Orange, orange. So now, here's what it looks like. I have my purple and orange. The orange doesn't really show up super well. And then I have my green and my blue. So now I'm gonna open it up again so I see these little flaps. And I'm gonna write numbers 1 through 8 on these flaps. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to write those down. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And it should look like this. After that, I'm going to open up each flap again, and I'm gonna write a fortune on each little part of the flaps. So I'm gonna write those down, and I'm gonna keep them a secret so we can play a few rounds together. Okay, so I have all the fortunes written inside, and as you can see, so here were my numbers. Here's where I wrote all the fortunes in. So I'm gonna close it up, and we're gonna play a few rounds and see what kind of fortunes we get. So let me close up my cootie catcher. So here's what it looks like. So how you play is first you pick a color. So I'm gonna choose a color. I choose blue. So I'm gonna choose this one, blue. And I'm gonna spell out that color. So B-L-U-E. And I'm moving my fingers kind of back and forth like this to spell out the color blue. So I ended here, and then I'm gonna look at the numbers inside of there, and I'm gonna choose a number. So my choices are 1, 4, 5, and 8. So I'm gonna go with 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, again, I'm gonna pick another number, and the numbers I have to pick from are 2, 3, 6, and 7. So I'm gonna choose 2. 1, 2. And now finally, I'm gonna pick one of these 4 numbers, and that's the number that's gonna be my fortune. So I'm gonna pick 7. Okay, let's see what 7 says on the inside. It says, your favorite band will come to town. Who's your favorite band? Do you have a favorite? Let's play one more round. So we're gonna restart. I'm going to pick green this time. So Green. My number choices are 1, 4, 5, and 8. Let's go with 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to pick 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And finally, let's pick number 1. Uh-oh, this one says a bird will eat your lunch. Everyone better watch their lunches today. Okay, well, I would love to play more rounds, but I'm about out of time, so thanks for watching me make a cootie catcher. I hope you get the chance to make one soon. Bye.
Hi friends, my name is Paige, and for my Lime Time today, we are going to be doing a cool new science experiment called Instant Ice. And so for this experiment, you'll need a couple things. So we have a glass pan or bowl works fine too. We have some ice cubes already frozen, and then we have some water in just a water bottle, just a normal water bottle, nothing special about it. It's not even open yet, so I haven't put anything in it. So our first step is we're gonna have to put this water bottle in the freezer for about 2 hours. And in 2 hours time, it shouldn't get frozen solid. It'll still be a liquid, it'll just be very cold. So I'm gonna go put that in the freezer and we'll check back in 2 hours. Okay, we're back with our almost frozen water bottle, not quite. And 2 hours has gone by. You can tell that there's a little bit of ice in there, but most of it is still liquid, so that's what we want. I'm not sure, it might actually be a little too frozen. We'll have to find out. So I'm gonna break up my ice cubes. All right, this one looks like a good one, so we're just gonna take one and we're gonna set it on top of our glass, and then we're gonna open this up, and now we're just gonna pour it on top of the ice cube. And what it should do is it should make like a little, like an icicle, but going upwards instead of downwards. That one didn't work. We're gonna have to try it again in a little bit. Alright, so now we're gonna try it with this water bottle. This one has no ice in it at all. You can see there's nothing in there. This one I put in the freezer just shortly after the first one, and just as a safety net in case the first one didn't work out, just as it did. So we're gonna see if this works. We'll get another ice cube. Put that just like we did the first time. Now let's try this one. Oh no. That one didn't work either. Let's try sticking it back in the freezer and then we'll try again. Alright, so now we're on to our last water bottle. This is the last one I put in the freezer, and I really hope this one works because the other two have not yet worked. So, we have our glass tray again, our ice cube, and our water bottle. Let's try it with this bowl.
last time. Oh no, this one didn't work either, but as you can tell when I started pouring it, look, it started to freeze over. I don't know if you can see that or not. And if you hit it, it freezes even more. So now it's like an ice slushy. And so even though our experiment didn't work today, I looked into it, I did a lot of research, and I found out that it only works with purified water. So, and in science, this happens a lot, you know, sometimes it just doesn't work out and you have to try again and you have to do other versions of the same experiment to get the same result or get the result you want. And that's the whole point of science, is to try, and sometimes it takes a lot of errors before you figure out how to do it. And so after this, I will attach a picture of what it's supposed to look like, and I'm gonna keep trying and see if I can get this to work. I have tried this many times, and I have never got it to work, but it seems so easy when other people do it, and I am determined to make it work, and I will check back with you guys if I ever get it to work. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.